Welcome back.
Thank you very much.
You're still a professional at the staring contest.
Oh, I rule at that.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Have you played it since?
No, actually, no.
I'm surprised.
No, you know what? My son makes me play it sometimes, and I hate it when he does it.
Good.
See better than
Keep
you?
your hand in.
No, you're still the boss.
It's just a waste of time, really. I have better things to do.
on our show.
We've now made you do that twice.
Right, we would have played.
But here it makes for good TV.
Okay,
At home, it's just like...
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
We would have played something from your new EP, Dogs Eating Dogs, but it's so new that you haven't even finished it yet.
Haven't even finished it yet. I fly back the day after tomorrow to Los Angeles to sing some more harmonies and to finish up the tracks with the lads.
And it'll be in time for Christmas. Is it going to be Christmassy with like sleigh bells and stuff?
There is a song on there that mentions Christmas, but it's not a Christmas song per se.
And you're selling it in festive bundles.
Yeah, we have...
What's a festive bundle?
Well, it comes out December 18th, and you can buy it on our website or through iTunes or whatever. But if you pre-order it now, we have these packages where you can get, like, wrapping paper, holiday card, limited edition poster, and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, nice. I like that. And this is the first thing you've ever released independently, okay?
Yeah,
so you're the boss now.
We are the boss. And it's kind of what's cool about being independent right now. We just got off our label that we've been on for almost 20 years. And we had this idea a few weeks ago. We had these song ideas, and we wanted to put them down, and we were like, well, let's do it in time for Christmas. So a couple weeks ago, I flew out, was there for like 5 days working on stuff. We wrote all these songs, and then have been working on it since, and it'll be out in a few weeks from now. So it's that kind of agility that's really cool.
And if you didn't have, if you had a label, if you'd said, we want to do our own wrapping paper, would they have said, that's not cool?
Yeah, probably. It might not be cool, I don't know.
I think it's cool.
It's good that you fly out as well, and because so much is done over computer and just sent in little sticks and things, and you do your bit. And
yeah, and we did that a lot on the last record, but I think that we've discovered that the best work that we do is when the three of us are in the same room, because you get that immediate connection and bouncing ideas off of one another and that chemistry.
Just like our script meetings on a Friday morning that last about 9 hours. Yeah. Because you live here, you and your family have lived in London. It's about 3 years now?
It was just 1 year, and then we've extended it to 2, and now we've extended it to 3. So we'll stay out our visa, and then maybe more after that.
So are your children starting to sound English?
Well, none of us have started to have accents, but we do say tomato.
Oh!
We do say tomato.
Tomato.
And we say anti-clockwise rather than counterclockwise.
Have you got to grips with aluminium?
No, that I'll never get with aluminium.
It's aluminum.
It's aluminum.
Do you think you'll stay forever?
I don't know. We'll see. That's what's exciting about living here. I love the duality of having work in the United States and living over here, because I get a good balance between really great weather in California and then the history
and staring contests.
Staring contests over here. And I get to reek like onion for a week now. This is great.
But you do get to go and see Chelsea, because the last time you won, you'd never been to a Chelsea game.
That's right. And now I've been to many.
You've been to many.
And I'm going tomorrow as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Good.
Massive game, Man City. How have you found this week, then?
This week, I'm surprised. You know, I really liked Di Matteo, and I liked his story, and I liked that he was the backup coach that got his chance, and then he took him to the top of the Champions League and won, and I don't know, I was really rooting for him. And I think it's a shame that, you know, they've had a few rough weeks, and then you just kind of forget that they won the Champions League and move on, but that seems to be the way that Chelsea management works.
Ahmed?
Yeah. Yeah, I think you never know what happens. A football club is a bit like families, so there are lots of things that happen behind the scenes. Like, I mean, I talked to Stefan, I said that Di Matteo is actually Swiss, and he goes, he's too boring to be Swiss. He's Italian, that's what he said. But, so I think that, for me, what I'm most concerned about is that we keep Eddie Newton, because when he was brought in by Di Matteo, he was the one who spoke to the players. There was all this complaint that his management wasn't very good. Now that Rafa, you're saying, isn't a great man manager, I think if they keep Eddie Newton there, he's a great guy, and he's a big Chelsea hero. I think he's the guy who can keep the team gelled together.
And do you think that, because the Champions League was won, was it just for the fans? Was the whole Di Matteo management thing just for the fans? Because he was there against all the odds, he won the Champions League. So Roman said, all right, do you know what, I'm just going to give you the gig for 6 months. Did you always feel that he was, it's only temporary?
Well, for me, I always question how much influence a manager has. I feel they're a bit like puppeteers without strings, and they're just going to stand there and they shout. it's a bit like a heckler in a comedy club. They just keep heckling, and then, you know, if you do badly, because I was getting heckled. If you do well, the heckler goes, I helped out, you know.
You're
so
nodding, Stefan.
I don't know how much a manager, because the players there, that Chelsea team were desperate for the Champions League. I think Di Matteo's a great guy, a great manager, but I wonder if it was that generation of players were just so desperate to win.
What do you think, Stefan?
I think you're only as good as your player are, really, as a manager. And Chelsea last season obviously was a big surprise. I didn't think they deserved to win the Champions League, but they did. But they did.
What you got back, Mark?
You know, and obviously then, you know, Abramovich had to put Di Matteo in charge.
But I think your players have got to like you and respect you. You know, then they want to play for you. That's just obvious, isn't it? So you've got to find a guy that fits.
There's no question. I mean, Di Matteo and Eddie Newton as a team, they're very much loved, very much respected. There was no question of that. But Di Matteo is a very young manager, and I'm sure he'll do really well. But I think Chelsea, Abramovich, you have to understand, he wants that big manager who's charismatic, and you know, and he wants the Champions League again, and Rafa's done that twice.
Mark, most importantly, your drummer, Travis Barker's been doing solo stuff.
Yeah.
Peter Cech has started drumming as well. Would you ever want to collaborate with Peter Cech? We've got some.
I want to see footage first.
We've got some of his drumming.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah!
Mark, any thoughts?
I love it. I just wish he had his headgear on.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem the same without his whole getup.
I was waiting for the fill, though. I said he's not a drummer unless he does the fill.
Nice. That's pretty solid.
If we could fix it for you to play with Peter Cech, music or football or both, would you do
Both,
that?
yeah.
Okay.
I'd school him on music, he would just drum me at football.
Yeah. Okay. Can we make that happen?
Yes.
Let's say
Oh, by the way, I wanted to tell you, I was watching from the green room, and I'm actually friends with one of the Mumford & Sons guys, and I could put you guys in touch with one another and hang out and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
he can make that happen.
I think, actually, you could probably make playing drums with Peter Cech more easy than we could. But we'll just say we did it.
By the way, I used to do this TV show we talked about last time called Hoppus on Music, and it was the very first TV show that Mumford & Sons had ever been on. My show. That's right.
So
I broke those guys. They own me.
They own
me.
So therefore, you can reel in the favour.
Yeah, so...
All right, on the show next week.
Can you
Mumford
text
&
them
Sons.
now, and by the end of the show, see if we've booked them for the show?
Okay. Well, no, because your stage manager yelled at me for having a cell phone.
What? Is that you? How could you do that? You're going to throw a donut at him. You throw a donut at him properly. Mark Hoppus, everybody.
Thank you. Say something.
No.
You sure?
I'll try. I'll text him.
Okay, yeah.